Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of the Dubai Code. So today I have someone special, okay? Someone that is, I call her the queen of Expo, okay? Her name is Aeda. Aeda, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So today we're gonna talk about not just Expo and the hype of Expo and what's going on. We're gonna deep dive into this new community that is bigger than us, like I always say. So first of all, how are you?
Very good.
Good.
Yes.
So if you can please tell the audience who is Aida and when did you start and why did you choose Expo?
Okay, so I was with Expo since the start of the real estate developments. I was from the sales team from the beginning, which was around March of 2023. Okay, so it's a fairly new developer that has had tremendous success. Of course, it's not their first rodeo, as His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum is the chairman of Expo City, chairman of Emirates Airlines, Dubai Holdings, the Civil Aviation, and many more. So I started my journey with them, and we have sold out many projects so far. Of course, you know most of them. And so far I'm still with them till now, and we have a lot in the pipeline for many years to come, and we haven't even started yet.
Okay, so you started when actually Expo as an exhibition was there and then shifted to become what is today.
Exactly.
Right?
So I was one of the visitors during the Expo 2020, and I was a huge fan, and then started with them as the exclusive sales representative.
Amazing,
Yes.
amazing. You've been from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us a little bit, because right now in Dubai there's a lot of projects, more than 1,000 projects. I'm talking just off-plan, right?
Correct.
So what makes Expo stand out from every single community that we're seeing?
Okay, I believe there has not been a community that has been done like Expo City before in terms of infrastructure, in terms of finding solutions to day-to-day struggles that we have in Dubai, whether it is heat, sustainability, transportation systems that do not exist in most master communities, and drivers of capital appreciation that there is nowhere now in Dubai that has as many drivers opening up. So this makes it really stand out in the market. What also makes it stand out is declarations by the government that are usually not done easily to any location. You have the Expo City infrastructure printed on the note of Dubai, the new 500 dirhams note. This you will not find most communities with things like that being promoted from the government. Another thing that makes it stand out is that the concepts of sustainability are not leading only in the UAE or Dubai, but in all of the Middle East, making it a one-of-one community, and no awards have been won by a community more than Expo City regarding sustainability, technology, and infrastructure.
True, yeah. And I need to emphasize on something very important, that Expo as a developer is purely governmental. It's not like semi-governmental or something like that, or a private developer. It's purely governmental. And why am I talking about it? Because we all believe in the government of Dubai, and we all are believers of the vision that the ruler have for this country, right? So when we talk about a vision that's being implemented by the Sheikh Muhammad himself,
he has a proven track record of making it happen every single time.
Exactly. You cannot be skeptical about it. We've seen the amazing things that he's done. Okay, so let's talk more now into the projects in Expo. What's going on? Because some people still don't understand what's happening, because they are still confused between the pavilions and then now projects. So they still don't know. And that's why I always advise, please go to Expo. Please visit Expo, even on a weekend. Go there for a coffee just to check it out. So what are the projects right now that is happening and how we can benefit from?
Okay, so we have Al Waha Residences, where this is our signature collection. It's the luxury segment, highest accessibility to the exhibitions, the dome, the metro station, the mall, which is a very high in demand project. Half of this project was sold as full building buyers as well, meaning people believe in it so much, believe in the ROI so much, the capital appreciation, that they would invest tens of millions, not just for individual units. We also have individual units, and they're great for end users, they're great for flipping, they're great for rental ROI. I mean, the product ticks all the boxes.
Yeah.
And so we have Al Waha, where you can have 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and the gorgeous 2-bedroom duplexes, massive ceiling heights, And this is one of the projects. We also have Sidr residences, where we have a few units remaining, mainly 3 bedrooms. And there you can have a post-handover payment plan as well, 30% post-handover for 2 years. And both of them are handing over by 2027, different quarters. With Al Waha, it's May of 2027. With Sidr residences, it is end December of 2027.
Okay, so it's very soon.
Yes,
you just
exactly.
remind me of one thing. So remember when you first opened the show apartment of Al Waha, the duplex. So I went there and I took a video as a walkthrough and I posted it and we've talked about it. So when I posted this video, just to talk about the demand, I received a lot of leads of people asking me if we can rent it. And I told them, guys, I really appreciate it, but this is just a show apartment. It doesn't exist. You have to wait at least 2 years. So this is the...
Which says a lot about how high the demand is going to be.
Exactly. And still, I mean, people they are interested in renting the place, and still the World Trade Center is not done. Everything is still being, handed over. So yeah, it says a lot. And also, I think because also it's something very rare. If you think about it now, if you want a loft in Dubai, where can you go? I know there are a few in Marina, a few in downtown, but they are very old.
And you
it's
know
not
what?
the same.
If you want to get a loft, let's say you're part of a building that's 15, 20 stories. You have so many neighbors. You have so many people above you. It's not really ground floor, let's say. Like, this is a very rare type of product that you find. So it really stands out in the market in terms of appreciation, in terms of not having competition that, okay, hundreds of thousands of other people have that same property that I have. It is very different, and it's a niche product that many people are gonna want to go for, which will give it appreciation, high demand for end users as well. So I had clients that were telling me it feels like I'm living in a townhouse, They were even comparing the product to townhouses, where like the buggies will pick you up right from your doorstep. You get your groceries right from your doorstep. Basement parking that connects to a whole master community. Even townhouses don't have that. Even townhouses don't have the ceiling heights we have. So it really, really stands out.
I know it's one of a kind, to be honest. Speaking of appreciation, I just saw something yesterday. I was just looking at the data and the history of the transactions. You know that in Mangrove, which is still not handed over yet, I saw some units that have been resold for up to 47% return. I mean, just imagine. I mean, usually we get, let's say, best case scenario, 30%, maybe 35% on handover.
Correct.
Okay, and then we have to wait a year or two, maybe get some rent, and then we sell it for maybe this number. So imagine the number, 47% on some units, some of them 36, some of them 25, which is still good for something like that.
Yes, and this is happening before anything has opened up yet. Before businesses moved, before exhibition is open, before the mall is open, before Al Maktoum Airport is operational, before residents have moved in, before the handover of the property. Just imagine with every milestone that I've just mentioned, how much properties are gonna keep increasing. I mean, this is actually golden, because I tell clients today is the prime time to buy an Expo. The factors didn't open yet. Buy today before it is an appreciated product, since the demand is going to be so high with the opening of the exhibition, and this is happening in a year and a half.
Correct.
This is like buying in like let's say downtown if it was new, Palm if it was new, Dubai Hills if it was new, when they were smart investments and not appreciated products. Today Expo is that smart investment. It's not. We are just getting started, and it hasn't appreciated in value yet, even though we're seeing these big returns that our clients are making.
Yeah. I want to talk about the strong points in Expo, just like the airport and, the other, attractions that we have, like Al Wasl Dome and everything. But before that, what do you say to people, to non-believers, who think that Expo is still too far?
You know what? I feel like the non-believers, they believe the headlines and the media, and then they wonder why they're not making the returns that other people are making. Well, it's because I remember going to Dubai Hills literally 5 years ago or 4 years ago. It was like empty.
I always give this example.
How is this community gonna make it, And then all of a sudden, 2 years later, I'm like, oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have looked at what currently is there. I should be a visionary. I should be able to see. When downtown before Burj Khalifa came, I mean, Dubai was considered in the middle of the desert. Why are you buying there? Or Palm was the island that's sinking.
Yeah.
Or and everyone always has something until you succeed. And this is what's happening in these master communities. Why are you waiting for it to succeed? It's going to succeed. It's going to do great for the people investing now. You should be able to be a visionary. You should be able to take a smart risk factor. If you're not taking that, never expect the appreciation of people that are taking these smart risks.
Correct.
So the smart risk here is, yes, if you're not putting the risk factor, the appreciation is not come as golden as you want it to be. And here you're looking, this is as, I think, even as safe as it gets. There's so many factors that make it safe. And also the risk factor is only that you are in early today, but that is the best factor as well. So the smart things that are, the smart factor that you can do now, where the exit strategies are crystal clear, where you have the greatest payment plan with a government developer, you're buying with a government developer, things are opening up within the area, the most sustainable community inside the Middle East, making it one of a kind community, infrastructure not there in any other area. So it ticks all the boxes in terms of, okay, I'm making a calculated risk, a smart risk, and so many exit strategies in terms of flipping ROI, handover. So yeah, this product just, once you study it well, it becomes like, I cannot say this is not going to do well. And you, I mean, I'm sure you also got that, it clicked in your head like, whoa, this product exists. I need to tell all my clients now.
Honestly, I still remember, when I first ever visited the sales center in Expo, okay? And you were giving us the presentation, the briefing. First of all, your passion for, when you were explaining the project got me, like, I need to, there's something happening here, because, I mean, no one can get this excited for a project. Exactly. And then when you start talking about it, and we actually, saw the presentation and we saw the mock-up, which is amazing, then I was like, I've never seen anything like it, or at least during my time. Maybe if I was in Dubai 15 years ago, I would have seen it in downtown maybe, or somewhere else. But right now, in 2023, let's say till now, I've never seen anything like it. And something very important, Expo is not just a community, and it's not even a mini city. Expo is a district. Like, if you open the 2040 plan, okay, and if you see the 5 districts, one of them, okay, which is on the far left, this is Expo, like the whole thing. So that's another thing. You are part of a new city being developed. Like, what more can you ask for? It's not just a regular building. So I was gonna ask you about, the airport, the Wasl Dome, the World Trade Center, all the big attractions, even going up to Palm Jabal Ali. Right. How can they play a role?
So first, we're gonna look at the investments in the area. So you have 57 billion in Expo, you have 128 billion in Al Maktoum. If the government has invested these many billions in an area, imagine how much they need the economic output to be from these areas for them to be able to profit. They don't want to break even. They want to triple it and quadruple it for their profits. Now, this equivalently will benefit all the residents, all the investors, all the people there, as it should. Now, other factors, you have Palm Jabal Ali that's 15 minutes away. You have the longest beach in the world, the Jabal Ali beach. You have the Dubai ports, which generate trillions for the country on a yearly basis. The GDP of Dubai will depend heavily on the south side. And today, things are moving from what is so-called the center today and coming to the south, where the airport, the exhibitions and everything. So, and it has been declared the new center of Dubai's future, meaning this will be the new center geographically. Dubai is moving towards Abu Dhabi coming towards Dubai. Geographically, Expo will be the center right between the two palms. What's going to happen in the future? People will land in the south and they won't leave. They'll go to a bigger palm, better beaches, areas with no traffic, and futuristic sustainable communities like Expo. And that is why all these factors are going to play a big role in both GDP, appreciation, futuristic communities, and big touristic attractions as well, which becomes a no-brainer in terms of where the market is headed and where are the best investments today.
See, everything you said just now is exactly my point, where I cannot compare it to anything else. Correct. And, always as consultants, we always have to compare 3 or 4 options for clients just to see which is the best option for their plan. And when it comes to Expo, always someone asks me, okay, why do you have, do you have something similar to it? I don't, that doesn't exist, So yeah, just to be honest. So what kind of objections you were getting from clients? Because I'll tell you, the first objection that I always get, it's too far from people who don't live in Dubai.
Exactly.
So what are the other objections maybe that you're facing?
Okay, I urge people to open the map or ask you and you're gonna dissect it for them.
Yeah.
So open the map, really see where Expo is. We're right under Dubai Marina. Today you will see developments under Expo like Dubai South. You have Amar Oasis, the Polo Villas, the Mac Riverside. 20 minutes away you have Amar South. Then you have the beachfront community, I believe,
Yeah.
Aura, and they're towards that side. And more communities happening towards Abu Dhabi. Now, if you don't think these are far and you think Expo City is far, then you have a very big misconception of the locations of Dubai
Yeah.
and the connectivity of Dubai. We have the only metro station between the 311 and the 611 road. We're the closest location for you to go to the seaside, Sheikh Zayed, or even anywhere inside Dubai. It is ideal for tourists as well because in 15 minutes they can take the metro and they are in Marina, or in 15 minutes even driving they will be in Dubai Marina as well. We're close to Motor City, Studio City, Arjan, Furjan. All of these are around 10 to 15 minutes proximity. So it is not far at all. People that consider it far, I believe they are not educated about the locations and accessibility in the market. Once they really come, once they see, they're like, I get this all the time. Imagine I get it even from agents. They're like, oh, I was in Dubai Hills, I reached here in 18 minutes. Yes, I know. You just needed to come, but they club us with all these developments and locations that are considered far, and they think Expo City is that, but we're not. We are the beginning of all of them, meaning it's 10 minutes less for you to be in Expo than any of these nearby communities.
But that's the thing, I don't see anything far in Dubai. Like on the weekends, we go to Ras Al Khaimah.
The infrastructure.
We go everywhere. I mean, it's nothing, it's not that far. We go to Abu Dhabi, it's nothing. It takes us 1 hour to Abu Dhabi.
So especially for people abroad, they
Exactly.
should not say anything is far in Dubai.
Like back in Lebanon, I used to go to work. It used to take me 2 hours in the morning and 3 hours at night.
Exactly. And here you don't face any traffic. In Expo,
Exactly.
we are future-proof in terms of traffic. Go from Dubai Marina to Palm. It will take you more time than going from Expo to Palm or from Expo to Marina because there is no traffic. You would get stuck in the Dubai traffic very heavily, or if you're going to from downtown to Meydan or from downtown to JVC, that is more traffic than if I'm going from Expo to all these areas because it's just a straight line and I'm going into the locations.
Correct.
So that is also another big factor to play. I would rather live somewhere far when it's not. I would rather live somewhere far and reach in 20 minutes rather than live somewhere near and it takes me 30 minutes or an hour.
Exactly. And you have to think about your decisions and your life in the car. So I'm happy you said traffic. One time a guy told me, how is it possible that you can park in one parking only underground and then you have to go up in Expo and then walk to your apartment? Can you explain how the process goes with the parking?
So actually people don't understand it because again it's promoted as a pedestrianized community where there's no cars. Now this has so many benefits. If you come to Expo, you're not going to hear honking. You're not going to hear noise. You're not going to be frustrated. You're not going to worry about your children. I see parents like, yeah, go around. I'm like, they don't care. They know, let them. There's no cars. There's nothing. There's no safety hazards. So that's a big plus. On top of that, you have the buggy service, you have cycling, you have the scooters that you can take. So these, you don't really have much space in most infrastructures in Dubai, or you have cars next to you that that are a safety hazards. Now, how do you actually get to the parkings? It's all underground. So we've done an underground basement parkings. You will see tunnel. From my sales center, I have an underground basement parking. You just go down. And from most buildings, and you just go up to your building. You have escalators that take you up. You will see this in a smaller form throughout Dubai, like in Blue Waters. Yeah. You have it in JBR now, where they've done the JBR walk. You have to go down, park the car, and then you go up. So this is great for the factors that I've mentioned. And in Expo, we've done it very efficiently. You don't have to walk for long. It's literally barely a minute walk. And you are in your apartment, or in Al Waha, for example, you just go up and it's literally 10 seconds, and you're right there.
Yeah.
So, and let's think about it like if you're in a villa that has an underground basement parking, it would kind of be the same type of concept. If you had the stairs, you would go up and then you would go inside your villa. So we have this concept, for example, with Expo Valley, it's the same type of concept. So yeah, that's for that. Now my favorite thing is our underground basements are air conditioned and ventilated, so
Yeah.
it's much cooler. So for me, like, I would go down from the sales center and I'd walk to our head office, all with beating the heat. I don't
Yeah.
have to. And usually in Dubai, we never walk during the summer. And unless you're going on a treadmill, you never walk during the summer. So it's very refreshing, where I can literally go to the grocery store, I can go to the pharmacy, you know, and just walk and beat the heat.
Yeah, it
So,
gives you that
yeah.
European
Exactly,
feeling.
the
Yeah.
European feel, that lifestyle that people want to live. And there's so many people that constantly complain about these things in Dubai. So we're figuring out these issues for them.
Okay. You remind me of something, and I posted a video about it when someone says it's too expensive. So let's break it down just a little bit. So, for example, let's say an average one bedroom in Expo, it's going to be, let's say, 2 million. I know
Yes.
starting from 1.8, but let's say average 2 million,
Yes.
right? So some people always say, okay, I can get this for 2 million with a good payment plan, of course, and post handover in some cases, or I can go to a neighboring community, not community, neighboring area, let's say, and buy the same one bedroom for 1.2, for example. But
Yeah.
the problem is, first of all, it's not the same size. It's not the same developer. It's not in the community. It's not Expo. So
It's not the same quality.
yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
problem is you cannot compare it to anything.
You know, how I would, if this was right, if that statement was right from people saying, why shouldn't I buy in this community? It's like 10 minutes away, it's like 5 minutes away. Okay, so you have downtown, let's say today. The prices are significantly different from areas like Business Bay, Creek Harbor, Karama, Satwa,
Correct.
the Jumeirah areas, but they're 5 minutes away. You know, you cannot compare. It's an invalid statement, because you are buying accessibility, you're buying lifestyle, you're buying quality, you're buying a status, you're buying many things when it comes to a property. So you cannot calculate the same factors just because of the area and the location. You know, things can be 5 minutes away, but they're like day and night in terms of how I'm gonna feel living here or living there. You know, the lifestyle they provide me. The buggy services, for example, that's there in Expo, you don't find it in any nearby community, even communities that are at a 30-minute, 40-minute proximity. You know, so these really, really stand out, not just in the area that we're in, but in the whole market.
Correct.
It's a unique product for all of the UAE.
Correct. I'm going to say something that I've worked with you on Sidr, and I wish I knew you before with Mangrove and
Yeah.
Sky, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We worked together on Sidr and Al-Waha, and of course we're going to work on the future projects that we are waiting for. And I'm just going to say something that all of my clients, with no exception, are super content, super happy. Like
Yes.
every couple of weeks or a couple of months, they come back to me, they say, Roy, thank you so much for this. It was the best decision, and we can never find anything like it. We cannot even compare it. And especially now, I'm gonna send them the appreciation of
Oh my
Mangrove.
God.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Yeah.
super excited. So Aeda, what do you say for someone who is still skeptical about investing in Expo? What advice do you have?
Okay, I let them try to do a test. Okay, this is like a fun, let's say, test. Try to bring me, or try to bring yourself, as many factors of capital appreciation as Expo is gonna provide. Try to calculate. I can guarantee you won't find it. But if you can test it for yourself. At the end of this practice, you will be convinced there is no way something is going to be as big as this. And I'm not talking about any factors of capital appreciation. Largest exhibition center in the MENA, largest airport in the world, a mall that's opening up by Amar, and there is like just few malls by Amar, like Dubai Marina, Dubai Hills, and
Yeah.
Dubai Mall. And the fourth one is going to be Expo. So these are big factors of capital appreciation. There is nothing this big happening in the market today. On top of that, look at the government. Look at where they're putting their money. Trust where they are putting their money, and know they will make sure everything is going to go right in this project for them to succeed and for you to succeed as well. So it is a very safe and calculated bet when you come to Expo, and that is why after clients buying, so usually there is the investor's fright, you know,
Yeah.
where someone would buy and they're like, oh my God, why did I spend all my money? With Expo, we don't have that. You know, they're sure, they're like, okay, I did the right decision. I know I will not find this deal anywhere else. I will not find this payment plan anywhere else, especially with a government developer. So, and a lot of people, they trust buying with the government, but they have to pay 100% until the handover.
Correct.
Or their mortgage would be 20% or 30% maximum. Here you're getting up to a 50% mortgage because 50% is on completion or a post-handover payment plan. So it's a really, really safe bet, and it's not long-term.
Yeah.
When you're looking at something that good in a new community that will give you appreciation, you are looking at, oh my God, I have to wait 5, 6, 7, 8 years. In Expo, it's not a long-term investment. This is what people think. It is coming to you in very, very soon. And Dubai is really faster than you think, because the exhibitions, the events, and the businesses are moving in all by end of next year. And the mall is opening next year. So even this is another objection I get, where people are skeptical about the time frame they're going to get their returns. Now the time frame, again, I'm telling you, it will happen by the end of this year. Residents moving in and all the factors that we've mentioned. And it's just, if you don't buy in Expo City today, I don't know when you will buy, because in other areas you will probably have many chances to buy at, let's say, longer period. However, in Expo, I highly recommend you go in now before it is the talk of the town and everybody's buying there, and the exhibition center has 5 million visitors coming on a yearly basis, and tens of thousands of residents are moving there. Go for it now, and as all your clients are saying and all your clients have felt, whoever is buying today is going to be very happy and thankful for the future.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's not about entering the property. It's about later on what's going to happen with the appreciation and the exit strategy.
And you want to be at the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aeda, I always enjoy our conversation.
Sure.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. Guys, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.